Very good morning, dear students. I'm Anjum and you learned with me geometry. So let's start for today's topic. In yesterday's class, we were started practice set 3.4 and from it, we have completed first 3 examples. So now here we will start it. Here we are starting example number 4. Here in the slide, you can see example 4 along with solution is given. So see, what is the example? Here triangle FAN is given. You can see here triangle FAN. Okay, and two of the angles. That angle F is given 80 degree and angle A is 40 degree. Here, right? So we have to find out the greatest and the smallest side of the triangle. Okay, and write the reason for it. So to find the greatest and smallest side, we should first decide which angle is greatest and which one is the smallest. Okay, so based on the measurement of angles, we can decide the sides, the greater side and the smaller side. Okay, so for that we should know all the measurements of angles of a given triangle. Now here in the diagram, only 2 measurements are given. So let's find the third one, that is angle N. Now here easily you can calculate the value of angle N. Okay, so which property you will use here? That sum of the measure of all angles of a triangle are 180 degree, right? So if two of the values are given, let's add those values and subtract it from 180 degree. You will get the measurement of angle N, right? So by that property, the value of angle N you can find here. So let's write here the solution that is already written in the slide. See the steps here. In triangle FAN, okay, the sum of measures of all angle of a triangle is 180 degree. You have to write the property here or after that equation. Okay, this equation, that angle F plus angle E plus angle N equal to 180 degree, and in front of this step you can write this property as a reason. Okay, by both way you can write it. Now put the values for the given angles. What you know, that angle F is 80, angle A is given 40 degree, and as we don't know the value of angle N as it is, and continue the step. Okay, then by the calculation here you will get angle N equal to 60 degree, right? Now here the angle N, the value we received here, that is 60 degree. Now look the diagram carefully and see the values here. Which is the greatest measurement? That 80. 80 is the greater angle. Okay, and which is the smaller? Here, that angle A is the smaller angle. Now we know the property. Okay, which is the property to find which side will be greater and which one will be smaller one? Okay, so the property is the side opposite to greater angle is greater. the side opposite to greater angle is greater, and the side opposite to smaller angle is smaller. Okay, so the greater angle is this one, and the side opposite to that, that is, this is the side AN. Okay, so AN, the segment AN is greater, and the smaller side, here the angle is smaller, and the smaller side, the side opposite to smaller angle is FN. Okay, side opposite to smaller angle is FN. So AN is the greater side, that is greatest side, and FN is the smallest side. So now let's write it in the, okay, next slide here. What we have to written here? The order of the measurement of angles. Here that we decided that 80 degree is the greater, then 60 degree, then 40 degree. Okay. Now put the angles for respective values. 80 degree, that is angle F. 60 degree, that is angle N here. Okay. And 40 degree, that is angle A. Okay. So when we find out all the values, we know all the values of the angles of a triangle, arrange them in order, then for each value, for each measurement, write the respective angles. Okay, so angle F is greater than angle N, and N is greater than angle A. Right? Now for that angles, write the sides opposite to those angles. So the side opposite to angle F, side opposite to angle F is this one, AN. AN. Right? Just before we discuss here, AN. Okay? The side opposite to greater angle, that is greater. So AN. So the side opposite to angle N is, which is angle? N is here. And the side opposite to it is side FA. FA. And for angle A, the side opposite to angle A, this is angle A, opposite to it is FN. Okay, so put the segments opposite to angles. And the same symbol, greater than, copy it in next step. Okay, that is very simple. Write the reason, side opposite to greater angle is greater. Now, what should we have to write here? As per the example, asked here, that find out the greatest and the smallest side. So here you have to write the closing statement. AN is the greatest side of triangle FN, and FN is the smallest side of triangle FN. Right? Understood how to write the solution? Now see another example, fifth one. Prove that an equilateral triangle is equiangular. Okay? Equilateral means, means equal, lateral means sides. Okay? The triangle which are of equal sides, that triangle is equiangular. Again, angular means angle, means जो ट्रायंगल के ऑल साइड्स इक्वल होते हैं, वही ट्रायंगल के ऑल एंगल्स भी इक्वल होते हैं. We have to prove it. Okay. Now see here in the diagram. Diagram is not given in your textbook. Okay, so you have to draw by your own here. So this is a triangle I drawn here, triangle PQR. You can label any. Okay, now as the given that triangle is equilateral. Equilateral means all sides are of equal length. Okay, so the single marking, single line here for each side, it means the sides are congruent to each other, each having same length. Okay, so what I will do here now, I will take the pair of two sides, pair of two sides. So first pair, that segment PQ congruent segment QR. Okay, now if the segments are congruent, the sides these sides are congruent, then the angle opposite to those sides will be also congruent. That theorem we learned, and what was the theorem? That isosceles triangle theorem. Isosceles triangle theorem, the statement was, if two sides of triangle are congruent, then the angles opposite to them are congruent. Okay, so if this side, just wait, here take the side PQ and another one is side QR. Okay, so as those are congruent to each other, I mark it with same sign, with same color. Okay, now the side opposite, sorry, angle opposite to side, which is the angle? Angle R. And angle opposite to this side is which one? Angle P. So these both the angles will be, P will congruent with R, right? Now in next step, what we will do, that we will take any other side. Okay, any other side. So here I will remove this side, and the next pair of side here I will take PQ along with PR. This one is the next pair of sides. Okay, so here the side opposite to PQ is, sorry, angle opposite to side PQ is R, and the angle opposite to this PR side is Q. Okay, that means R and Q, those are congruent. So in second pair, angle Q is congruent to angle R, right? So here R, the right of the side, the right of the equation is same. So the left side of the equation will be same. Okay, so PQ will be also congruent. Angle P and angle Q, those will be also congruent to each other. That means three of the angles are congruent. Okay, so if three of the angles are congruent, that triangle is equiangular. Likewise, you have to write your solution. Okay, the figure, along with figure, that is very easy to write the solution always. So always try to write solution by observing figure carefully. ओके ये वे से तुम कभी भी सॉल्यूशन कैसे लिखना है ये ट्रिक को यूज कर सकते हो, राइट? So here the same I have written already. You have to write. Okay, here write given, that what is given, as it is to prove go by the theorem way, that write given, then to prove, and then proof. Okay, this is not a solution. Here you have to prove. Okay, so by those way, write your proof. So what is given? That triangle PQR is an equilateral triangle. That is given. An equilateral triangle. So name the triangle. Just replace the name. That is only given. Okay, what you have to prove? The same triangle, you have to prove it equiangular. So triangle PQR is an equiangular triangle. Now let's start for the proof. In triangle PQR, okay, now two pairs we will take here. Okay, a pair of two sides. That here segment PQ is congruent to segment PR. Okay, that PQ is congruent to PR. Sides of an equilateral triangle. Okay, you can also write there given. Okay, because that is given, the triangle is equilateral. In short way, you can write here given also. Okay, so as the sides are congruent, the angles opposite to them, those will be also congruent. Those will be also of equal measure. And the reason you should write here that isosceles triangle theorem. Okay, mark as equation 1. Now in next step, another pair here, that PQ along with QR is taken. Okay, then again same reason you can write here. Now write the angles opposite to congruent sides. Opposite to PQ, which angle is there? See, the segment PQ, and opposite to is angle R. So put the angle R here, equal to, now segment QR, and the angle opposite to segment is P. Okay, so put angle P here. Reason is isosceles triangle theorem. Now from equation 1 and 2, see in both the equation. Here the LHS, okay, angle R and angle R. The LHS of both the equation is same. So the RHS will be also same. So angle P will be equal to angle Q. So that means three of the angles are equal to each other. So angle R equal to angle Q equal to angle P. And the reason from equation 1 and 2. Now if three of the angles are of equal measurement, the triangle is equiangular. Okay. When I was explain the solution here, the proof along with the diagram, I just wrote here in opposite reverse sequence. The R was on this side. Okay, so that is not confusing. Just the step was inverse. So understood it. Okay, you can write by that way also. Now let's see the next example. Sixth. Here again one more proof you have to write. Now the diagram is not given in your textbook. You can draw it along in your textbook. The exercise that practice it is given on page number 43 and the example 6 is at page number 44. Where is it? The example. You can draw the figure in your textbook also. Okay. Or you can take the screenshot. for the solution here. Okay, so what they have given, if the bisector of angle BAC of triangle ABC. Okay, so triangle ABC, here I have drawn triangle ABC. Okay, now what? The bisector of angle BAC, that means angle A. So draw the bisector of angle A. So this is the bisector of angle A. Now because of this bisector, angle A get divided into two equal angles. So those are marked with same sign, same color. Okay, so that is the bisector. The bisector of angle BAC of triangle ABC is perpendicular to side BC. Okay, so this bisector is perpendicular here, okay, to side BC. So it makes the angle 90 degree. That is, it is a perpendicular to the side and it also bisect the angle. Then we have to show triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Okay, isosceles triangle. Now what is mean by isosceles triangle? Isosceles triangle is a triangle with two sides equal, yeah, two sides congruent. Okay, so that is the type of isosceles triangle. When two sides are congruent, the type of triangle is isosceles. Now see here in triangle ABC, if any two sides of this triangle, it will be possible to show them congruent. Okay, if we will write it, yeah, we show them congruent to each other, the triangle will be automatically isosceles type. Okay, so we have to think that how to show them congruent, these two sides. So it's very simple that because of this bisector, see the yellow line, okay, the angle, sorry, because of this bisector, the triangle is divided into two smaller triangles here. Now, if we can show these two triangles congruent, their respective sides, their corresponding sides will be also congruent. And if the sides of those triangle will be congruent, the triangle will be isosceles. So here, this is triangle 1 and this is triangle 2. Now, how you will show them congruent to each other? By which test of congruency you can use here to show these two triangles congruent? So see what is given in the diagram. It's very simple. Here one of the angle of each triangle is congruent. We can easily identify it with the diagram. Okay, so this angle that will be congruent to each other. So one angle. Okay, A we got. Now see the side. This side is common in both the triangles. So we can write here segment AD, congruent segment AD, because common side. So side, okay. And as this AD segment is perpendicular, that means here that is 90 degree and the another angle will be also 90 degree. Okay, so again A. So the test is ASA test. So by ASA test, angle, side, angle. Here is angle, side, angle. By angle, side, angle test, both the triangles are congruent, and if the triangles are congruent, their corresponding sides will be also congruent. So the corresponding side means AB is congruent to AC. Therefore, this triangle is isosceles. Understood? Right? That we have to write in the proof. Now let's go to the how to write the proof here. See. Okay. What we have to take here? First, the step that will be two triangles here. Which are the two triangles? The smaller triangles, that is triangle ADB. See, A is here, ADB, and another one will be ADC, right? Now, in both the triangles, here I already explained that angle A and angle A, okay? Angle A means that two A angles, the smaller angles. BAD, see here, BAD. See the pointer towards the diagram. And second angle is angle CAD, the three label name of angle A. Okay, those are congruent to each other because ray AD bisect the angle. Okay, that angle A. Okay, now AD is common side. Okay, now the next, what was it? Recall the explanation that both 90-degree angles at D, these two angles, D and this D, okay? And by ASA test, both the triangles are congruent to each other. So as the triangles are congruent to each other, their corresponding sides, that side AB and side AC, those are congruent to each other. And the reason will be CSCT, means corresponding side of congruent triangle. Okay, you have to write the reason. Therefore, the triangle ABC is isosceles triangle. Yes, so using the diagram, you can write proof here. Now see another example. That is here, example number 7. The diagram is given along with the example in your textbook. So no need to draw by your own. So here, what is given? If segment PR congruent to segment PQ, segment PR congruent to segment PQ. See the diagram. PR congruent to PQ. So where is PR? Let me draw here. PR, okay, segment PR, and that is congruent to PQ. So PR and PQ, those are congruent. Okay, here PR and PQ, right? Now show that PS is greater than PQ. PS, that is the side, PS is greater than PQ. Okay, this PQ. Okay, now see PQ and PS, those are the sides of triangle. The greater triangle is PQR. Okay, the triangle is PQR, and we have to show the segments. PS is greater than PQ. So If that will be, if that is possible to write, to decide the angles, the which angle is greater one and which one is the smaller one, then by that way we can write the segments greater and smaller. Okay, so PS, so see, side PS, the angle opposite to this side, that is Q. Okay, is Q. Angle Q opposite to PS. And segment PQ. Okay, PQ is here. PQ. And the angle opposite to this side is S. Okay, so S. And the symbol here greater, greater than. So if angle Q will be greater than S, if that will be the step, then we can show the segments, okay, by that way here, that segment PS is greater than segment PQ. Then how to write this? Angle Q will be greater than angle S. Okay, so see here in the solution, just write given what we have to prove. Now see here. Okay, in triangle PQR, in triangle PQR, this triangle, okay, the segment PQ is congruent to segment PR. PQ is congruent to segment PR as it is given. Okay, so that triangle is isosceles triangle theorem. Okay, now write the angles opposite to those sides, because as the sides are congruent, the angles opposite to it will be also congruent. By isosceles triangle theorem, we can say it. So write the angles opposite to those sides. So segment PQ, this segment PQ. Okay, the angle opposite to this side is PRQ. Okay, this is the side and angle opposite to it is this one. So what is the angle? The angle R, and three label name is, that is PRQ. Okay, here one, equal to the angle opposite to segment PR. Okay, so PR is the side and the angle opposite to this side is here, angle Q. Okay, now see triangle PQR. In triangle PQR, okay, so angle here, this angle R is an exterior angle. Angle PRQ, angle PRQ, this angle is exterior angle of which triangle? Here is the triangle. Okay, and for this triangle, this is exterior angle. This R angle is exterior angle here. Okay, so angle PRQ, okay, is an exterior angle of triangle PRS. Okay, PRS. For this triangle, this angle is exterior angle. Let's do the correction here. Here you have to write triangle PR, not Q, PRS is the triangle. Okay, triangle PRS. See, triangle PRS. For this triangle, the angle R is exterior angle. Now, by exterior angle property, okay, what was the property? That an exterior angle of a triangle is greater than its remote interior angles. Okay. Is greater than its remote interior angles. So here see angle that R, PRQ, this angle is greater than its remote interior angle. Remote interior angle, which are those? Angle S and angle P. Those are two remote interior angles. And that exterior angle is greater than of each one. So ये क्या हो जाएगा? S एंगल ये जो है ये स्मॉलर हो जाएगा और ये R जो है ग्रेटर हो जाएगा. Okay, so let's write here that angle PRQ is greater than angle S. The property of an exterior angle of a triangle. Okay, now see equation 1 and 2. Okay, equation 1 is this one and 2 is here. Okay, so for that PRQ, see angle PRQ is here also and PRQ is here also. As PRQ equal to angle Q, so if I will replace for this PRQ as angle Q, okay, so what will be the step? So यहाँ पे मैं angle Q लिखूंगी. So see angle Q यहाँ पे है. The middle sign that is greater than मैंने same लिया यहाँ पे. Okay, and next जो है angle S that is as it is. So equation 2 में मैंने ये जो first R angle है उसको replace किया angle Q से because in equation 1 both the angles are equal. So I can write the second one instead of first. Okay, so angle Q is greater than angle S. Okay, angle Q is greater than angle S. Now see here, angle Q that is greater than angle S, that is S is smaller. So the side opposite to greater angle is greater. So PS. So for this angle, put the side angle Q, and for that angle Q, the side opposite to it is PS. So put it here, side PS greater than. For angle S, the side opposite to angle S is, see, angle S, and the side opposite to is PQ. So here put it here PQ. So segment PS is greater than segment PQ. That we have to prove. PS is greater than PQ. Understood? Okay? तो सिंपल तुम्हें ये एग्जाम्पल के सॉल्यूशन में पहले फर्स्ट ट्रायंगल लेना है ये. ओके, ट्रायंगल तुम्हें लेना है दिस ट्रायंगल. देन इसमें तुम्हें शो करना है एज इट इज आइसोसेलेस ये टू एंगल्स कॉन्ग्रुएंट हो गए, आर एंड क्यू कॉन्ग्रुएंट हो गया. नेक्स्ट स्टेप में तुम्हें क्या करना है, वन मोर ट्रायंगल दैट ये लेना है तुम्हें कि ट्रायंगल PRS लेना है एंड ये ट्रायंगल के लिए R एंगल एक्सटीरियर है. ओके, तो पहले स्टेप में Q इक्वल टू R आ गया, एंगल Q इक्वल टू R आ गया। सेकेंड स्टेप में एंगल R ये जो है ये ग्रेटर देन S आ गया बाय रिमोट एक्सटीरियर एंगल थ्योरम। ओके, और फिर ये जो R है इसको क्या किया, इसको आपने Q से रिप्लेस किया। तो ये हो गया, ये हो जाएगा, फिर यहाँ पे रिप्लेस करेंगे हम लोग, तो ये हो जाएगा Q एंड Q is greater than S. So side opposite to those angles, put it there, then you will get the value. What you have to prove, you will get it. Side opposite to those angles. Right? Now the last example of this practice set, that is here. In triangle ABC, here triangle ABC is given. Segment AD and segment BE are altitudes. Altitude means height. Okay. So see, AD is height of the triangle, and also BE is the height of the triangle, right? And AE equal to BD. This AE equal to BD. The blue lines, those are congruent to each other. Those segments are congruent to each other. That is given. Now we have to prove AD congruent segment BE. That AD, those altitudes that we have to prove congruent. AD is congruent to BE. Okay. Now again, it's very simple. If you have to show any sides, yeah, angles congruent to each other, try to show their respective triangles congruent by the test of congruency. Okay. So we have to decide how to show those two triangles congruent to each other. Okay. So देखो यहाँ पे तुम्हें शो क्या करना है, AD और BE. AD means ये, which one? AD. ये सेगमेंट और ये सेगमेंट BE जो है ये तुम्हें कॉन्ग्रुएंट शो करना है। तो AD जो है इसके लिए ट्रायंगल, विच इज द ट्रायंगल? सी, AD सेगमेंट के लिए ट्रायंगल ये हो जाएगा, ये ट्रायंगल हो जाएगा। ओके, सो नेम ऑफ द ट्रायंगल इज ADB. सो ट्रायंगल ADB। क्लियर? फर्स्ट आया। उसके बाद हमें सेकंड क्या करना है कि हमें सेकंड लेना है दैट BE segment. So BE means this one, BE. ये, okay. And for that the triangle will be, कौन सा ट्रायंगल आ जाएगा? ये ट्रायंगल आएगा, तो वो साइड आएगा BE. ओके, सो ट्रायंगल क्या आ गया? BEA. BEA triangle. Okay. Now in both the triangles we have to look carefully how we can show them congruent. Okay. अभी सिंपल है यहाँ पे, if the 90 degree here, the angles are 90 degree, it is right angle triangle. और right angle triangle के लिए always generally hypotenuse side test is applicable. So hypotenuse side test. So which are the hypotenuse in both the triangles? The side opposite to 90 degree. So here in first triangle, This is hypotenuse as it is opposite to 90. Okay. And for this also, the same will be hypotenuse. Right? And the side, this AE is given equal with BD. See here, that is already given. AE equal to BD is given. So by using that factors, we can show both the triangles congruent to each other. So see here, see the proof. BD congruent AE, that is given here. Okay. Now AB, that hypotenuse, is congruent to AB, because for both the triangles, that is the same, hypotenuse is the common. Just I have explained here. For both the triangles, same hypotenuse is here. So it is common side. So by hypotenuse side test, both the triangles are congruent to each other. You can write this step also, that as it is a right angle triangle, the 90-degree angles, those are congruent because of same measurement. Which are the angles? That angle E is 90 degree and angle D is 90 degree. Okay. So if the triangles are congruent, their corresponding sides are also congruent to each other. So corresponding sides, that means those side AD congruent to BE. AD, this segment is congruent to segment BE, because those are the sides of corresponding triangle. So the reason you have to write here, that is not written in the slide. What you have to write? The reason will be corresponding side of congruent triangle. Okay. So here we complete the practice set 3.4. Okay. So by that way, the all practice sets of this lesson we have completed from 3.1 to 3.5. And we already complete the problem set 3. I already explained it in my previous online class, problem set 3. You can search the video and you can see the solution of problem set 3. Okay. So today we will continue the class with problem set 2. Okay, that I was not explain how to solve the examples from problem set 2. So let's continue the class with problem set 2. Give me a minute.